It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. To return it, Darius Phillips. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award? Because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2. Be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one. Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss. The kick by Lambeau is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. On the return, Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now Burrow. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what do you try to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
From the 36, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game, you play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check 26, check 26. Watch out, watch out.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11, 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Mixon.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Mixon again. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They run for it with Mixon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Miles Jack with a sack. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On the delay, it's Mixon. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lawrence to Shenault for a Jaguar first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now with Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 11. On play action, Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Switch.
Now Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Here we go. 11-90.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here we go. Hey, can. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Gun. Shot. 80. 12. 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Can. Stop. Watch the twist. 11 empty.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Connection made with Shenault. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And the Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a 2nd-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running. And he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. A handoff for Etienne. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went and
No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Connecting with Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Now Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jaguars, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.